talk a little bit about what the purpose of the speech was. You chose a storytelling manual. You completed your CC manual, yay. Recently, so now you're in the advanced manual. So this is one of the advanced manuals. And the section of the storytelling manual that you chose was moral of the story. The objective is to keep the story simple and clear, to hold our interest, that it has the elements of the story, a plot, a setting, a character, action, something like that, a vocal variety, and a twist to the story. So those were your objectives for the speech. So let's talk about the speech itself. I did like the idea of the speech very much. I like the idea of the bucket versus the pipeline. I think that has a lot of potential. There's a lot that you could do with that. So starting off with that, with the story, is like, okay, got it. You're talking about investment. You had told us that you want to present this to realtors, so that made sense, the story, etc. But what did not come across, the story was choppy because you didn't have enough practice, just honestly. Because you were talking about three things. So I think you worked on your setup. Setup was good. When we actually got to the speech, that's where it started to get choppy, and then it appeared that you just forgot what your ending was, and you just stopped it, which is good. I mean, that's a lesson for all of us. If you just go blank, end it right there and stop. That's, don't fumble around. So you, given the situation you're in, you handled it as well as you could have handled it. But you were talking about three things: preserve your investment, grow your investment. I didn't ever know what the third one was. I didn't catch it if you talked about the third thing, just so you know that it didn't come across. Now, you yourself, you had very good eye contact, you would look very natural up here, that type of thing. As far as you as a speaker, you know what you're talking about, but I don't know if that necessarily came across because you're thinking too much about what you're trying to say. And you could tell when you got nervous. You could really tell when you got nervous. So again, I think practice will smooth all that out, so when you're ready to give it, those things will go in because you already know how to do all that type of stuff. You were working on putting a message together. So my suggestions to you is expand your story. So it's a good setup, but expand. Like Laurel always told us, Jesse just reminded us, go deep, not wide, right? So take each of the three functions, preserve the investment. Maybe you talk about building that pipeline, so you get the pieces and whatever the piece parts are, you have the long tube and the gaskets and whatever. So maybe you can use that to talk about that. And then maybe the cash flow is the first time you put water in that pipeline, you're like, oh, please, let it not leak, right? Something like that. So there's some time into that, and we feel a little emotionally involved. And then I think the speech, so the foundation's there, blow it out a little bit, make it a little deep in each section, and I think it'll work very well. Thank you.